It used to be a cinnamon toast crunch.
I saw that first day. And I was like, that's cute.
Yeah,
I just ignore people's last name generally in the game. I don't know why.
that's honestly the only reason why I joined the FC in the first place is a guy named Cinnamon recruited me, so I was like, I gotta do it. This is hilarious.
Alright. So
So are we gonna do Emerald tonight, or are we gonna keep whipping out ES9 or E9S?
I'm gonna get everyone's opinion on that once everybody is here.
Hey.
Hey.
that is a pretty basic digital keyboard that you've got.
Get started.
So, actually, I think, Echo, for what you're trying to do,
Yeah.
you probably don't want the RGB keyboard because I don't know if it will work without software on your PlayStation.
Okay. I don't know how fully well RGB does work with that. I know my mouse has RBG controls and I can change the settings on it, but to do any of that I have to plug it into my computer and I set it up that way, and then when I plug it into my PlayStation, it saves. And
Oh, well, then it might work. I was not aware that it saved on the device itself.
well, that's how my mouse works. My mouse has 3 profiles that I can switch between.
Yep.
So on the computer, I plug it in and I set up the profile, and then when I plug it into my PlayStation, I just click the button that switches it between the profiles and make sure it's on that profile, and all those buttons work the way I set them up on the computer.
I'm seeing one with 4.5 stars that's 80 Canadian dollars. Free shipping, though. I'm gonna keep looking, though. Problem you run into with Amazon is...
Oh, and I do have Amazon Prime, so it'll be free shipping.
Okay, I do too.
There you go.
Yeah, so if you also want to flip that tag, the Amazon Prime sorting thing, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Just waiting on...
Get it by tomorrow.
Amy? It looks like Amy.
I'm here.
Hello.
Hey.
You're just not in the party.
Your invite, like, I guess canceled out because I was like loading into the house.
Okay.
A lot of shapes to load there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Alright, so I'm gonna go through everybody one by one. I just want an opinion. Just give me the answer Emerald or E9. Majority vote wins, and that's what we will do until we're done with it and need to move on to the next fight. Alright? So,
Okay.
Alex, what is your opinion?
You gotta turn on your mic, dude.
Okay. Amy?
I'm sorry. Do E9.
Okay. Sin? Alright, Delina?
E9.
Alright, and that's right there is the majority vote, so...
I was also gonna say E9.
Alright, so
That's our
we're
opinion.
doing E9, everybody.
Hooray!
Okay,
And
so
those
my
that
weapon
need
on
to
my own
get-
time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because Sin got his. So.
yeah, and we can run that outside of regular raid time.
And Delina, you have yours?
I do not. I still have all 510 gear right now.
Okay.
What
So,
brand is your mouse?
What brand is my mouse?
Okay.
Logitech.
Okay.
Oh, finally picked a mouse. I got a Red Dragon brand one.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know if
Alright.
it was good, but it had good reviews.
I mean,
I was
whatever
looking
works
at
for you.
one of
That's
the
what,
Red Dragon keyboards.
whatever works that's what's important at the end of the day.
Well, you know, just wanted to make the upgrade to an MMO mouse.
Yeah.
So, did everybody get a chance to look at that little
No, I
Visual
didn't.
aid on
toolbox
Discord?
thing that I made?
I did
Mhm.
not.
I did,
Alright.
and I just have one small question. During
Did you
her,
look at it while he
Okay,
fixed
okay,
it?
hold on. Just hold
I
on
saw
for a
both
second.
versions.
So, if for anybody who has not seen it yet, please go into the raid chat, scroll up that little bit, and find the link that I posted, and just take a quick look at that. Okay, so what was your question about it?
Okay, during the wide angle / anti-air thing, like when she does the actual wide angle attack, you had me and Delina paired up with the tanks. Is there a reason for that? Is there a mechanic? Like,
Melee range for me. That's the only purpose of it.
Oh,
What do you mean when
Okay, like yeah,
He means step 18.
yeah,
step 18?
yeah. You had both tanks paired with a DPS. That
Oh,
being me and
that
Delina.
yeah. So for you, Cat, you don't for Cat doesn't need to be within melee distance. That is
Yeah.
just showing that, like, so on the south side of that, it's got Alex and Delina together because they're both melee, and then I'd be up there as well as melee, and then I just put Cat there because it's the fourth person. But you can be literally anywhere in that space.
Yeah, I could stick in the
I know
corner
Koro
with the
was
other
asking
two.
if we have raid plans today. I don't know what you want to tell him, other than, hey, we filled.
Yeah, he was the one that we had originally, right?
Yeah,
He
but
started playing World of Warcraft, and he was getting bored with the game. So I presumed he was just dropping it entirely.
That's what I had assumed too. He didn't show up for a
Mhm.
whole weekend and didn't respond to any of our messages and tags.
And then
Yeah.
I stole his spot.
Well, I'll just tell him it's full right now. I mean, we
Well,
had to fill.
Alex
No,
stole the
Alex
spot.
stole his spot because
Yeah, it
we
all
needed a
Yeah.
fill, and Alex replaced him, and we liked Alex, and we never got an answer from Hanakuro after like 3-4 days, so I offered it to Alex.
And I don't regret that
Zealous?
one bit.
No, neither do I.
Okay.
Oh, tank buster. Okay.
So once everybody has taken a look at that, just let me know if you have any questions or understand everything.
I'll go ahead and let him know.
Okay.
Alright, so we pair up for that. Alright, I like this. This is a pretty
What
neat,
the?
neat little tool you got going on here. Okay.
I'm guessing with how far you made that strategy thing, I'm guessing the goal for Tiny Hita is just to get to the tile stage.
Yeah, if we can get to the tile stage is, I can explain that easier in game with markers, and also if it comes down to it, I'll keep making those as we progress through the fight. But yes, for now, our goal is just to at least see tile phase.
All right.
I'm
I
down,
mean, if we
clown.
can get past
Okay.
that.
That would be awesome.
I mean, yeah, if we can get there and I can explain it or show a video and we can learn the mechanic and keep going, that's fucking amazing. But
Yeah.
I
can't
I
wait.
didn't want to overwhelm people, so I stopped it at the end of the first phase.
I don't. If anyone
Yeah, I
steps
think I
on
know
my
some of
tile
the
and
stuff
kills
from
me, I'm gonna be so
videos
pissed.
I've seen. Though just need to
Yeah,
figure out
so
positions. I'm not sure if it's the same as what we already have.
and that was something that was discussed a little bit earlier, is with all the different strategies out there and everything, when you guys get told you can watch a video, you guys might go and watch videos, and every single one of you be looking at a different strategy. So we're.
Yeah,
I'm
I think we
gonna.
gotta screw it up a few times first.
So I'm gonna try and do this for the future from now on as well. I'll do either do these little strat makers, or I'll actually post a full-on reference video that'll be like, okay, this is the strategy that we're gonna be doing as a team for this mechanic.
Sounds good.
Sure, it'll be different come point 5 with the new weapon. We'll be doing that blind.
Yeah, once we start doing blind stuff, it'll start getting a lot more hectic. Okay.
That's where the real fun starts.
Make sure
Yeah.
you're repaired. Ms., did you end up getting fully melded?
Yeah, I
Yes, I
maxed out my P80, right?
Are we joking here? Or?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was about to say, I hope that's a joke.
Yeah, no, I got melded up.
All right,
Amount of
awesome.
crit.
I looked at a
escaped
few
only to a
guides
heart
and-
attack.
Yeah, I know. That was beautiful. Could not have asked for a better reaction, guys. Thank you.
2 packs
God
of
damn,
4
Sin.
packs of Red Bull. Do you really
Wow.
need that?
I mean, from what you've seen in this team, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I ran out of.
I'm ready to go, guys!
Yeah, you guys maybe go through my beer last night.
Ms., are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
He seemed really non-committal when I talked with him last about the raid. I don't know what was going on.
That's
What
fine.
now?
Let's not worry about it.
Oh,
Hana, the previous guy, Priesting.
yeah,
I don't think
he lost his spot, and Alex actually shows up. So
Yeah,
Well,
no.
that's the thing. It's one of the biggest things about this is the commitment to actually showing up. You can't just be like, oh, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not going to show up. I'm not going to let anybody know. I'm not going to respond to messages. Like,
Yeah.
sure, we all have times we can't show up, but at least at those times, you got to at least say something. Not ghost
Alright.
everybody for a week and a half and then come back and be like, hey, we doing stuff?
Oh yeah, food.
all right,
That is
this is
important.
gonna be weird doing this sober.
I find it
Why?
helps.
You're sober? What's wrong with you?
I know.
I find learning it sober helps, but to be fair, I'm sipping on a beer, so.
Yeah.
Food check?
Feel left out.
Food check. Give me a sec. I gotta go get something to eat. Man, I'm full of it today.
There's someone in the room who just does not drink. Raise his hand.
What?
I don't drink, just saying. I mean,
Oh, that's-
everybody's talking
that's fine.
about how could you possibly drink play sober, and someone
No,
here
no,
doesn't
no.
drink.
No,
That's
just
fine.
just
Someone's gotta be
mainline
sensible
alcohol
around here.
straight in your bloodstream.
It's okay. I don't drink. I smoke.
I don't do that either, but
Whoa.
Oh,
Jesus.
Here we go. We're
Uh,
going.
Sorry.
welcome into it.
fall.
Let's do this, Echo. We can do it.
All right.
I
Grade
accidentally
wide.
went too far.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Don't step into that
You
square.
got this, Echo.
Oh, okay. I didn't
You
even
got this,
realize you
Echo.
all died.
Well,
No, we
I honestly did not realize you all died.
we gave that one up.
I'm sorry, I got a little too excited.
I'm sitting there like, why is nobody
You're making
spreading
calls.
out? And then I look further up, and you're all just dead.
They're being
bodies.
pulled.
It's just- As far as I can tell, it's the maximum you can get is where Echo is right there. That's the absolute
Yes.
closest you could possibly
Yep.
get.
Yeah. I don't know how I got away with being where I was before, but yeah, I'm not going out that far.
It works for Emerald, it doesn't work for this one.
It's range based. So if you're along the edge, you can get closer, but when you get within this certain range, you'll still trigger it.
All radial. Okay, cool. All these squares make a circle.
Squirrels.
Squirrels?
Squirrel!
Jenna or Delina, are either of you streaming this?
I'm recording.
You're recording.
Perfect.
I'm not streaming this tonight. Do you want me to stream? I can stream.
If
Is-
one of you are able to, if not, I can always try.
Hello, Jenna.
Who wants to watch it? I thought I was on the other side. Never mind.
Temp does.
Let me, at the end of this, I can do that real fast, because I just have to press a button, but I have
Beams
to...
and then buddies. Buddy up.
my buddy's dead.
Oh.
That's what Third Eye's for!
Nice try.
No. I got sent.
Tank Buster.
Well, I can stream it, but Tim doesn't like my 720p.
Let's see here.
Raid live.
You don't even have to res me? Well, let's see here.
I get.
Streaming.
Well, hold off on the
Use
red.
me?
Even save me.
There we
Knock
go.
back to Bramble.
I was getting the stream set up.
North south.
Oh,
Nope. Wrong side.
Oh shit, yeah, no.
Lee, I did that right.
Nope, I went to the wrong side.
I'm still tethered to somebody.
Somebody else messed up.
Okay, both healers are dead. Wipe it.
Yeah. Jenna, you got this.
No, I don't. Alright, hold on a second. Let me set some stuff up. Echo, I sent you a couple of keyboards. The last one is probably well affordable for you.
Okay, I will take a look at them. North south.
Okay.
Oh,
I
there's
recommend
one right
not-
here, yeah.
I would recommend not buying off-brand because those are usually Chinese forgeries and they're not good.
Temp, I posted the stream in there. In the raid chat.
I'm still tethered to somebody.
Somebody else messed up. Okay, then I'll have to stream on Discord.
Sin, yeah, I'm pretty sure you got clipped by a second beef.
I gotta make a macro. And it's gotta be funny.
I'm sorry, but Sins is the funniest I've seen so far.
Resyourass.com. Oh man.
Probably should.
Raid live. Beams and then buddies.
Alright. Get over here.
Buddy up. Tank Buster. Raid wide.
That'll.
Knockback and Bramble. East west. Wrong
Oh,
side, AB.
oh.
my god!
Well, what are we doing?
I was following the general
You know,
direction.
yeah, okay,
was-
okay. That I messed that up too. I messed that up.
Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Yep.
Are you
No,
wiping?
opposite side. Opposite side.
Give me a second.
I was following Echo because I pair with the tanks.
No, I messed that up. Whoever
Oh.
was paired with me, that was my fault.
I was the only DPS on my side.
We're going south and east, right?
Yes, DPS are
Yes.
south and east.
Okay.
Whoops.
So now we know who's following who. Cat's like, I ain't following nobody. I know what I need to do.
Fuck this.
I think I've seen this enough time to understand.
There, hopefully my mic situation's a little better now.
We could hear you before, but it's better now.
Oh, this game. I spent the whole afternoon playing Hunt Showdown, so this is a nice wind down from that. Okay.
Raid wide. Buddies and then beams. Clock positions. Tank buster. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. North south. Watch one of the north brambles. It's in a bad spot, but we can still do this.
Uh-oh. I am not tethered correctly.
Neither am I.
Wide angle south.
I had no one on my end.
Yeah.
I hit my knockback protection too early.
Alright, wipe it.
I think I was on the right side, just not the other two.
Yep, no worries. Alex, don't forget for the wide angle after we move out for that tank buster, you have to get away from her because she's going to do a point blank AoE.
Is that your dog, Jen?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, woofers.
They've been active today.
Man. So I keep getting tethered wrong. I'm not too happy about it.
So just to reconfirm, you know, the strategy
Oh, I
that
should be
Echo
going
posted on the Discord. So yeah, me,
I should be going to the
Yeah.
other side. Okay.
yeah,
So
me,
to-
Ms. and Amy is supposed to be on her left, right?
Mm, yes.
Yeah. And the other three on the other side.
Yes, for wide angle and anti-air.
Yeah.
For the brambles, I have to reiterate, you need to be at your spot by the time the purple circle is appearing around you.
And
If
in the
you're
center.
still in the middle of the field when the purple circle is on you, it's too late. So if you find yourself having constant trouble on that, as soon as like you move to your spot for the bramble, pop sprint so that you can be ready to run to your position as fast as possible.
I have been.
No, I'm not
Oh, yeah.
specifically saying you. I'm just
Yeah.
in general to anybody because we do have a problem with that bramble. It seems one person at least is continuously always off position, and I don't know if it's the same person or if it keeps being a different person every time, but we got to get that figured out.
It's certainly killing me every single time. And I have little
I've
to
been
no
position-
practice dodging those anti-air and wide range beams.
I've been making
Because
sure
of
to
that.
place my like stand directly in the middle of the mark.
Yeah, same here.
Yes, but the thing is, you have to be there before the circle comes around you, because that's when it's calculating your position for the mechanic. So if you're not there before that circle comes around you, then you're in the wrong spot already. And I'm not saying specifically you. Beams and then buddies.
Buddies.
Buddy up.
Buddies.
Tank buster. Raid wide. Knockback in brambles. North south.
I got tethered wrong again.
Yep.
Anti-air south.
But that time it seemed like it was
Should have stopped the rage.
Hold center.
Oh boy. Wipe.
Yeah, just wipe it now.
Yeah.
Alex, so if I die, you gotta be ready to grab her and move her center if she's on the side like that.
Just for note, I'm about 2 seconds behind you just because of how Twitch is. So if something happens and you ask me, you have to let me see it first.
Okay.
Also, temp. Winter's asking for material melting advice.
Yeah, I'm logging in now. Give me 1 sec.
So Amy, I did notice that time that you got stuck in your bramble at first. Is that happening constantly?
The brambles slow you down.
Okay, so you have to start moving sooner.
It's
From
a
your-
server tick issue because that actually happens to me too, Echo, as a healer and tank. If the server tick catches you like right as it spawns, then it can still slow you down. But like you have to keep moving the second it appears.
Don't forget the sprint.
Okay.
Like I would say, as soon as it drops, run. Use that sprint button. That's my suggestion.
Raid wide. Buddies and then beams.
Alex, you don't have to
Clock
move. I'll go to
positions.
you.
Sin, I think
got
you were
Sin.
possibly overlapped with my southwest
Tank
cardinal
buster?
position, inner cardinal.
Yes, and you don't need to get that far in. If it's for your healing or shielding, then tell the other people to move in closer. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. East west.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You were on the wrong side again, Amy.
Yep.
Wide angle west.
I'm alive for this part. Fuck. Sorry about that. I didn't start moving right away.
Echo, you're using the markers that we use in Rurouni, right?
Yes.
And you have them at south and east for DPS?
Yes.
Okay, so one way if you need to do it this way, Amy, is if you look immediately to your right, the markers should always be either blue or yellow. If it's purple or red, you're in the wrong. You should be nowhere near it.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a couple times where you're running over to the west side, and you should never be starting on the west.
Yeah. I'm trying to fix that. We're trying to work on that.
So instead of since you're dropping your bramble on 1, instead of running towards the center, come running down towards 2, because you're either going to be in between B and 1 or 2 and C.
Okay.
Does that make
Question, Amy.
sense?
How do you learn?
By doing.
By doing? Okay.
Yes.
So then my method won't work. Never mind.
Explaining?
Well,
Yeah.
what is your method?
Well, the way that I learn and the way that I try to advise other people is make analogies, make what's the word? Connections in your head. So
Talking about mnemonics.
it's not necessarily mnemonics, but like again, the connections is for lack of a better term. So
Man,
if it's south, the markers. If you're blue, your mood is going south. So the markers to your right, if it's south, the markers to your right should be blue. And the sun or yellow rises in the east. So if he says east, the markers to your right should be yellow.
Huh. I like
That's
that.
That's an interesting way.
I'm going to just say one thing. When he says right, he means left.
I mean,
No.
I ought to.
Yes,
here we
because
go
if she's south, she'll be
Are we
standing with
doing this again?
blue on her left and yellow on her right. If she's east, she's standing with yellow on her left and pink on her right. Pink red on her right.
Oh no, yeah, you are correct. I'm sorry. So yeah, to your left. should
I
be
needed
blue or yellow.
needed that clarification, because if you were
Yeah, I'm
saying
sorry.
blue on her right, she could go to between 3 and D, and blue is on her right, and then she's
Yeah, I'm sorry,
standing
that's not
west.
my fault. But yeah, so
Listen.
left yellow or left blue are the immediate two things. If he says south, you should be blue. If it's east, the sun rises in the east, yellow.
I like that. I'll try to remember that.
Doop, 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 doop.
I like that. Let's go. I gotta zoom all the way back out again. Just learned this game has boob physics. That's funny.
You just learned that?
I've always worn armor.
Whatever you do, don't watch Jenna's stream. You will get a lot of boob physics.
Right?
Raid wide.
I mean, it's a personal choice. I think that the sliders are exclusive of certain regions of the world.
Gotta
Buddies
max
and
them out.
beams.
When Echo said raid wide, the words.
Oh wow,
Lock
we
positions.
cut the edge of that. Good job, Amy.
That was
Alright, we're
partners,
just
wasn't it?
Yes, we're
I
just
was-
gonna wipe
Yes.
that.
Oh,
I think Temp talking overlapped me right there.
Yeah, I did not hear you say it. I should be seeing it on my screen, but you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
that-
seen Jenna's boob physics before.
We're
Oh,
just too
boy.
big. Too big physics.
Disagree.
I never said they were too big.
No, Delina said they were too big.
Yeah, I said no.
So,
I've
Temp, what were you
said
saying?
so.
Sorry.
I was saying when you said raid AoE, the word SART appeared on my end.
That's
The
funny.
later is-
Yeah,
That's funny.
I've reduced that as much as possible, Temp, on my configurations.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
There's gonna be always some latency. Let's go. Get some of that regen for everybody.
Very good.
Gotcha.
Beams and then buddies. Buddy up. Tank Buster. Raid wide.
Battle.
Knockback and brambles. North south.
Yeah, I got brambled right this time.
Good
Nice
job.
job, guys.
I live. Oh, now I get to see what the hell this shit
Anti
is.
north.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
That's a big AoE, by the way, Sin.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
So, Sin, you see the line you're standing on where you're dead? You want to be like 1 or 2 steps back from that at least, and that'll keep you out of the AoE.
If I could make a suggestion for that, particularly to Miss, considering he's always on the other side, I think after the vines are over, you can head towards the center. There are no AoEs until, she casts the anti-air wide angle.
Yeah,
So-
after the tethers break and the 2 AoEs beside you go off, you can run direct middle.
And then you should have good distance between where you need to go when she starts doing either of the two.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, I'm usually
Did
dead
it
for
to
that
you,
part,
cat.
so
Yeah.
I
Nice.
gotta learn that part.
Well, if you survived to that part, you're doing better.
Yay!
That run, I accidentally popped my knockback too late, so I actually
Yeah,
ended
I
up
saw
getting
you get knocked back.
and it threw me off.
Gotta do it during the cast.
Alex, I
Oh
didn't
no, I
see.
usually do. It's just my hand slipped. I was like, well, fuck.
Alex, I didn't see where you were, but for example, if that goes onto the west side, if you're down here, as long as you don't go past C, you'll be far enough away that them standing on the corner over here, they won't get hit by your tank buster AoE. So I didn't see where you were for that, but you can judge for yourself with that if you did that wrong or not.
And per seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, food check.
Eat some food. I don't know
I
if
need
that's
to
the
make
right
more. I've
one,
only got
but
3
whatever.
left.
Alright, let's throw some glitter.
Some glitter.
Yeah, that's what mage does, throw glitter.
Raid wide. Sorry, I was late.
Well, but,
Beams, and then buddies.
One more tech.
Buddy up.
Oh boy.
Tank buster. Raid wide.
Thing.
Knockback and brambles.
Oh shit. Yeah.
East
well.
west. That's fine. That's dodgeable.
No,
That's
yeah,
dodgeable.
no. Yeah, no. That's. I think I'm bound to the other side though. Yep.
Oh, oh.
Oh no.
Yep. Nope.
Oh, that's all right.
Anti-east.
Alright, I just wanted to do that, just so I knew my spot.
Yep.
There we
better.
are, cool. I just gotta look for Cat. Cat seems to know what it's doing,
Yes.
at least for that part.
Cat's usually in the right place.
Yeah, I've been doing it 20 times. I got the gist.
That's how some of us learn.
Yeah. Alright, good. Good work.
Temp, would it be worth me standing in the boss and just taking the knockback on melee on that? Because these markers are just outside my melee.
They should. Well, you can stand at max.
No.
It
That's-
shouldn't.
It is
shouldn't
outside.
overlay. Yeah, I'm saying you shouldn't. You can use your knockback and still be max melee. You don't have to be inside of the marker. You just have to make sure that you're not.
Raid wide.
You're going in place.
And you just need to adjust at the end of the cast, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Buddies, and then beams. Boss positions.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Got it. Alright.
Tank buster.
thank you, Sen. That was quick.
Azurus.com gives the best service.
Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. North south. Anti south.
Alright.
I'm gonna die.
Get cinnamon.
We're all gonna die.
Had
Oh,
the
I
right
did not
idea.
die.
Just weren't fast enough.
Yep. That.
Hello to Amy.
Good job, Cat.
So,
Hey,
Delina, I don't know
I
if you
made
want
it
to
to
try
my
the.
corner.
I don't know if you try, want to
Yeah,
try the
just,
knockback. Remember what I was
rolls and
doing in
stuff.
our other group with Wins FC, or I just wasn't bothering with the knockback, and I was standing right in the boss's face.
I think I want to just try that for a little bit.
Okay, here's the thing about it. If you do that, it's very easy to be off target when you get knocked back, so be ready to adjust.
Okay.
If I can ask, what is the issue that you're having, Delina?
Oh, these spots right here are just outside melee range, even if I'm like on the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting. It's only one GCD or so, but I'm just still waiting.
So if do you have anything that's ranged at all?
Oh yeah, but it resets my
Okay.
my combos.
Okay, so what I do, and I'm on the exact opposite side of you, is when the cast for that starts and I call knockback and brambles, that's when I pop my knockback immunity, and I stay up right against her, hitting her until.
Oh, and you just move back then.
Yeah.
And, gotcha.
When the cast bar runs out and she does the red little color that takes over all of our screens.
Flat out
When
obscurity.
yes, when that's when it's actually happening, that's when I run back to my spot and
Gotcha.
it drops on me.
Gotcha.
And then usually, because my ranged attack does the same thing, it'll cancel my combos. Usually, I'm able to just finish my combo before I run back here, and then I do one ranged attack before I run back in.
Okay. I'll try that then.
So you can try either or, whatever works for you.
Yeah. Just have to get the seed in the right place. That's all that matters.
Exactly. You just gotta not die and drop the seed in the right spot.
Okay. I'm good.
Zoom back out. Let's go.
Raid wide. Buddies and then beams. Lock positions. Tank buster. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. East west.
There we go.
Wide angle north. Move out, Alex. Raid wide. West side. And then buddies. Buddy up. You guys gotta be ready to move for that.
I didn't get a lot of time to.
Anti-east. No, you do not get a lot of time at all to move. You gotta be ready.
Oh.
Yeah, that's. I'm here.
Go, cat, go. You got this.
Good job, Delina.
1v1v1 her.
This would be the swap buster, but I'm gonna die.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, just want to see if I can actually get to the
That's
tiles.
progress though, so good job everybody.
Oh, this is the tiles. It counts.
Sure is.
But we died before
Oh,
it.
Got the toe into tiles.
Yeah, no, no, you didn't see tiles. You saw black screen.
So close.
As
So when we
since
buddy
yesterday,
up
we
after
taste
that,
it.
so when we buddy up after the
Well,
left or right
buddy
side
or
cleave,
spread. It'd be It could be spread instead.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
ready to move instantly. So
Yep.
when you get to your side, whether it's west side or east side, you just need to pass the very center of the field to be safe from it. And then, yes, depending on whether I call buddies or beams, you need to be ready. If
At our
you're on
clock
the opposite
positions.
side, you gotta be ready to fucking move.
Okay. We just gotta go back to our clock positions and adjust accordingly.
Either
for
clock or
beams
stack.
buddies.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're either your clock or your buddy position, and you got to be ready to move the moment the attack actually hits the field. That's when you start moving.
Said we were all clumped up on the one side yet. So, all right. That was my question.
But good job, everybody.
We got far.
I'm learning.
I'm
We
a
are-
big kid now.
Pain and suffering.
Yes.
I mean, that is the name of her little cloud, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Raid wide. Buddies and then beams. Fuck positions. Tank Buster. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. North south.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was a little close on mine too.
Anti-west.
I got the healing off.
Yeah, you should.
Why did
you
I
should
die?
wait to get your heals in.
I got my heels in. That's all.
I'm
that
not
matters.
sure how we got killed there.
Well,
Was
Well,
Ms.
I mean,
Were you
you're
dead
down.
already?
What?
Yeah, I got hit by the. I
Okay,
wasn't
so
dead
we just got
already
hit by
for a
two
while,
of them.
but
Okay.
Did Alex get
I
too
just
close?
wasn't healed up enough. I needed to
West
heal
side.
myself.
I don't think so because
And then beams. West side and then beams.
so I see Miz is
Jeez.
dead by himself, and I'm wondering if he said he got hit by something.
And we each take 4 beams to the face.
So I think we got a
Hit
double
pretty
stack on the healer stack. And that's why we
Hit
died,
pretty
maybe?
hard on that side.
Yeah. I died on the healer stack. So.
Okay, just to confirm how everyone's going about it, the anti-air widespread again. When we go around the brambles, because yeah, we have to do that. Which direction do we go? Like, do we go? Like, imagine she's going behind her where she is now. Do you go behind A and 4, or do you go around like 1 and D? Do you always go in between?
I go around A.
I go around D and 1.
It seems that maybe how we should move should depend on which one she's doing. Like if she's doing anti-air, the starts with the close range, you should go around, with a D and 1, and so you don't get hit by that first attack. And maybe if it's anti-air, you go in between, or the other widespread. Just a suggestion.
If it's anti, yes, you're not gonna want to go through the middle first because she does her point blank. So if
Yeah,
it's anti, you guys are gonna want to go around to the outside to get to your positions
Yeah, don't give it
because
the chance to kill you.
we should all be back in the center when that happens. So like you run back to the center. She does anti or wide, and then if it's anti, run around the outside to your position. If it's wide, then you're free to go through the ins. You can do either or. Probably faster would be to go through the inside and then just slide out to your corner. But at that for wide you can do either or. But for anti, you really should do the outside because if you go through the inside, you can get clipped with the point blank.
Yeah.
I always go through the outside just as a matter of procedure for safety, but yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think I was healed up enough to take the stack, the heal
Still
stack.
pretty
attack.
healed. I don't know.
I wasn't.
I don't remember now.
Well, if you guys ended up
were.
overlapping heal stacks, then there's
you
nothing
guys
that
were.
can be done about that.
Really, you should really get to the safe spot before you consider healing. Considering you won't
I
get
can
hit,
heal
you
on the
have
run.
plenty of time to get healed.
I can heal while moving, so I don't need to stand still to cast.
Well, maybe if you've got your Lily, sure.
Yep. That's usually what I have
But
to
you
save up
used
for.
your Medica, I believe I saw.
Towards the end there, yeah. But I had everybody topped off.
Don't forget about horoscope too. You can definitely use that if you want to.
Yep, I will
Isn't
totally
that a
use
sin
horoscope.
thing?
Yep, I will totally use horoscope as white mage.
No, no, not.
Is that cross-classing that's coming in next?
I heard about
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
would be
dual
super
class as a
cool.
blue mage.
Yeah, definitely. Blue mage is OP as fuck.
Exclusion.
That's why I would dual class as a blue mage, because it is OP.
It is. I love it. I wish they would just
Raid
let you
wide.
do regular stuff with it, but no.
Yeah, but that's why they won't let you. It's too strong.
Buddies and then beams. Buddies and then beams.
There we are.
Fuck
Get away from me.
positions.
Close.
Tank buster. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. East west.
Too far up.
Here,
Anti-south.
Go around. Go around. Or keep doing that.
Oh,
I
we
still
made it. Yeah, I still make it. There's plenty of time.
Although, okay, looks good.
Alright. Get Amy back
Raid
up.
wide. East side. East side. And then it's buddies. Buddy up.
Oh,
Oh.
Right
I
angle
went to the wrong
south.
spot. I'm.
I think we finally made it.
Alex, get up here for the tank buster. Alex, poke it, poke it, poke it. I got clipped by it. Fuck. I thought it was out of that. Okay.
Alright, good. Send back up. Or not, send echo.
This is tile phase.
Oh, great.
Alright, if you know it,
I'm
get to
going
your
north.
tile position.
I'm going east.
Oh, pick south, I guess.
Nope.
Wow,
Be the same one.
we're
Okay, we need
We're
to.
Am I
a hot
west?
mess
Yeah,
right
we'll-
now.
I am a
we'll
hot
go
We
with
need
mess.
to really.
I'm a hot mess. I went wrong way.
Clouds.
Echo, move, please.
Not yet.
Uh,
Oh, that's right. Fucking clouds.
3,
Yeah,
2, 1. Look away.
And dead.
all right, that
Look away.
laser
She's got a
in
couple
the
clouds
face.
in her. She's ready
We-
to go.
I got
well,
cloud
Welcome
way marked
to
here.
tile phase, everybody.
I was west when I should have been east. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay,
It's fine,
so
it's fine.
how about we
Okay.
go over
So that's-
position with
Okay.
that phase?
So, if you're in intercardinal position on your clock position, stay out for a second. Cardinal
Okay.
positions, go to your regular spot. Okay, so now intercardinals, go to your regular spot. No, Jenna, you're up
Me?
here.
Okay.
He's just having us at our intercardinal spot, our normal intercardinal
Yeah.
spot. He's not positioning us yet.
Okay.
You're usually northwest,
Yes.
aren't you? Because
Yeah, Jenna's
you're
probably
on
northwest.
my
That's
other
right.
side.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So
Sorry,
now,
I've been doing this for 5 hours today, so I'm a little
no
fried.
problem. So now intercardinals, you're gonna rotate clockwise and get behind your cardinal partner.
Wait, sorry. Like that.
Yep.
Yep. And now let me see here. The only
Right.
thing that needs to switch here is Sin and Delina. You two swap. And so this is going to be our tile starting position.
Stop.
When I call get to your tiles, this is what you're going to move to. When it actually goes into effect, I'll call it during the cast. When that cast ends, that's when the tiles actually become active. So the first mechanic that's going to happen is going to be clouds are going to spawn. They're going to, same thing from the normal. They're going to start at each cardinal position, slowly start moving inwards. If you are on the outer cardinal position, it is your job to kill it. Sin, I understand you might have a little bit of issue with that, so if you do, just let Delina know. Delina can turn around and give it a couple hits when it starts getting close to his tile. At the same time, we are all going to get debuffs on us that I think it's a 15-second timer. When that
I think
timer,
it was 8 seconds.
no, I know it's more than 10.
Okay.
When it goes off, it will shoot a cone AoE in the direction that you are facing. So I will count it down from 5. I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look away. So all inner cardinals will then turn either left or right to make sure you are angling your cone away from anybody else. The outer cardinals should already be facing outwards because they should be dealing with their clouds. If not, just make sure you are out looking away when I say look away. After that, I'm going to say move and get in. When I say move and get in, inner cardinals are going to move to one position over. Outer cardinals are going to come into the center tiles. We have to do this because if you spend too long on your tile, it will get a little purple ring around it and then it'll disappear. The
That's like
same
normal.
thing will happen if 2 people step on the same tile.
And
That is why we make sure that we are always on a different tile.
To add to that, if it's only a single person on that tile when it turns purple, you have about 5 seconds before it will
Yeah.
fall away. If two people stand on the same tile, it instantly falls regardless of timer.
Yay.
The second part of that is not only is everybody moving tile at that part, the get in, it has a double meaning. It not only means outer cardinals get in, it means get in close to the boss, because she's going to do a chariot AoE, which means we have to get in to dodge it. After that, I will give, sorry, Lunar Dynamo. After that, I will give another small countdown, and then I will call move back. When I call move back, inner cardinals move back to their outer cardinal spots, and then inter cardinals will then move back into their cardinal spots.
Hey, Echo, can I add one thing here?
Mm-hmm.
When you get in, make sure you do not touch the center square. You will instantly die.
Yes, the middle square becomes an instant death zone.
So the death walls have gone inside.
Yeah.
Immediately after that, she's going to do another split the field mechanic, where we're going to either go to the west side or the east side. For this, I'll do an example of both. So, for the first one, she's gonna hit the west side. So I will call east side. I will move over here. Alex will move over. Delina will go onto my tile. Sin will go onto Alex's tile. And you guys have to make sure that you guys don't overlap each other when moving. At the same time, make sure you are on this side of your tile, because your tile will get cut in half. As soon as that goes off, I will call west side go back, and then you guys have to just like that. Sin will go back, then Delina goes back. Then I'll call north-south reset, so Kat and Jenna can pop in really quickly. So Alex, you're gonna stay out for a second. And then I call north-south reset. Jenna and Kat pop into the center tiles, and then pop back out just so they can refresh their timers. Then you and me, Alex, will move back in, and then really quickly, Miz and Amy will split and reset their tiles really quickly as well. After that, it's going to be buddies or beams. If it's buddies, you back up really closely to your partner, be on the edge of each other's tiles. If it's beams, we all rotate one. The inner cardinals will rotate one to the clockwise. So Alex,
so you go to the outside.
Let's get on my tile.
If you're on the outside, stay out, please. Yeah.
Oh.
And then after we have all moved, you should be fine. Anytime during this mechanic, you should reset your tile real quick, and then the inner cardinals can then reset their tile, and then it'll be a raid wide, and that is the end of tile phase.
There we go.
Echo,
Now,
can I add one thing here?
Okay.
So when you reset your tile, it's really quick. You just have to step in, step out. There's no need to linger there, and you probably should not, so that the person who needs to move back in can move back in. Yeah. And you can get back at your uptime.
And then just for clarity's sake, so everyone understands, I'll explain the opposite version of the field cleave. So if she cleaves east side and we move west, I will call west side. Me and Alex will move to the west. Miz will go to the south side and take Alex's spot, and then Amy will move up and take my spot. And then same thing, remember to be on the opposite edge of your tile, because it's going to cut your tile in half. And then I'm going to call east side go back, Amy runs back, then Miz goes back, north-south reset, Kat and Jenna pop in to reset their tiles real quick, and then me and Alex will move back. And then Delina, you either pop south or north real quick to reset your tile, while also letting Sin pop inwards to reset his tile.
Cool.
And that's the end of that phase, right?
That is the entirety of first tile phase.
There's the big AoE at the end.
Yeah, it's another raid. It's another raid wide. And so if you see Deluge of Darkness, that is the raid wide, and that is the final mechanic that ends tile phase.
How does your group normally handle that one, Echo?
Generally, we should be able to, after buddies or beams, we should be able to quickly reset all tiles and then get into all the inner tiles. So ideally, how we're gonna want to end this is after buddies or beams, no matter which one it is, we're all gonna reset our tiles real quick, and then we will move the inner cardinals or the inner tiles will move one cardinal position, and the outer cardinals will come in, and then that way the healers should be able to get healing off to everybody if needed. Though my other team has been fine with some people staying out and not moving back in just so because they want to do the rotation. That one will have to kind of be played as much as healing is needed when it comes to it. But first, to be safe, I would suggest we do it this way, where we end it with everybody on the inner tiles so that the healers can get some healing in if needed.
Just be mind. This is for Sin and Miz. In theory, once you guys actually have this the whole mechanic set down, like from tile start to end, the only damage that really occurs is the main tank being slapped. There should be literally no one getting hit.
Awesome.
There's nothing
I
that
like
should ever
that.
hit someone. The only thing that would cause you to heal is the deluge of darkness. You have to have shields for that.
Mhm.
Because it has killed our summoner at full health.
Wow.
That's funny. All right, who's
It
the
just
summoner?
flat out killed him.
All right, Jenna. I'm keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
that.
and Ami.
As a black mage, it 50-50 kills me if I don't put up mana ward. But usually if I don't die, it's because somebody in the party, like a scholar, put up shields.
I'm gonna Sin, not quite. Immediately after tiles phase, it's gonna be a clone mechanic where she cleaves the field, and then she spawns 2 clones that also cleave half the field. So then we end up with a little pie slice of a safe spot that is left. I will do my best to call it out. Jenna, if you are able to call it out, that would also be great. The way the markers are set up, these ones, you can call the direct marker itself. These are each a safe spot themselves.
Well,
I'm
that's
not real good at calling it yet, but I'll give it a shot if I don't
All
hear
right.
you call it out.
For everybody to understand how that mechanic works, I'll say real quickly. She will spawn two clones somewhere around the field. They will cleave the same side she cleaves. So if she cleaves her right, you have to if you're gonna try and do it yourself, you calculate, okay, her left side is safe, and then you have pick one clone, find the left side of that clone, and get into the safe spot for that, and then you find the left side for the second clone that overlaps with where you already are, and you get into the safe spot for that, and that makes your tiny little pie slice.
Each clone, there's only ever 2 clones, but because they're half field cleaves, the 2 clones copy what she's doing. So both clones will cleave her left.
That's what I just said.
I know, but like the shorthand.
So ideally, we should be able to call like 2 or B or 1 or C, and like this whole area from like here back will be safe. So as long as you like stand in the marker or just in front of it within melee range, you'll be safe.
It's going to give you like a little 1/8 pie slice to be standing.
Yeah.
The rest of the
The
field
pie
will kill
slice
you.
the pie slice is still fairly decent size for the safe spot. But if you want to be real safe, just stay at the back half of the marker, on the side that would be towards the outside of the field. So like the opposite side of where Echo's standing. Well, I guess those 10 seconds.
Well, I know from our group that almost the entire marker itself is safe.
Okay.
So, as long as if you're scared on it, if you are inside the marker itself or just between the marker and the boss, you are within the safe pie slice.
As long as it gets called right.
Yeah, as long as it gets called right, and that's gonna be a thing because our group still has a little bit, like me and Temp's group still has a little bit of trouble calling those pie slices. So
There's
when
a
we
couple patterns that just suck for figuring out which one it is.
Yeah.
It
when
has
we
noise and
start
just-
getting to that mechanic consistently, that's gonna be a whole other hell.
what I would suggest is even if you're dead, if you just passed tile phase, still spin your camera around and look for the clones.
Yeah.
And try and practice it mentally. Because
Okay.
it is something that you have to be very aware of where that safe spot is, because it just shoots you off the field if you get hit by it.
And before I pull, I will say, just to key in on that point, remember, I might be calling things out, but you should never be relying on my call out. It's supposed to be helpful and a little bit of a reminder, and obviously while learning, it's going to be a big thing for learning, but in the end, you want to be able to do it even if I never called out a single mechanic throughout the whole fight.
Hey, Echo, I've got a graphic from another group that we were doing that kind of shows the 3 patterns.
For the
Or gives an
clones?
idea. Yeah.
I'd gladly post that because there's only one way to. Yeah, there's only one way that thing works.
It's kind of simpler than it looks in the graphic, but you have to quickly determine when you look at them what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the graphic, they're all on the east side, but does that not reflect reality?
No,
No, they'll
they
be at a
switch
random
depending
position.
on each box. They're in a different position.
Yeah, they can be in different positions. These are just examples.
Okay.
Let's
And,
Welcome to
that's kind of
Savage
what I was
RNG
thinking. Right?
mechanics.
Yeah, the main idea of this graphic is how many of her clones is she leaving with what she's going to do. And that gives you a general idea of where you can look for the safe spot. But don't think too hard about that. It's more just that's the general area. Now you need to look at the clones and figure out which one is right.
And I just want to mention, this is a huge information dump right here. We just
yeah.
explained 2
Yes.
different
Yeah.
entire phases.
I was about to say we're not going to worry about that too much until we start consistently getting to it. What we need to focus now is touching up getting to tiles and then actually learning the tiles.
Yep, let's learn
Yes.
tiles.
Server ticks are not your friend. Server ticks suck in tile phase, just saying.
Food check, by the way.
Russian black mage.
Oh shit.
Black mage has it easy because you move like 2 steps most of the time. It's fine.
Yeah, he's right.
You move in or out 1 square and you hit or left or right. That's it.
Yep.
Did everybody eat in the past couple minutes?
Raid wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Buddies and then beams. Block positions. Tank buster. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. East west. Wide angle north.
Oh, this is going to be a little rough.
I touched the button. Whoops.
Oh,
My
Okay, what
third eye
happened?
was down.
hmm.
Not quite sure what happened there.
I'm not sure.
I was at about 85% health right there.
Were the tanks in the precision?
I was good for mine. I don't know 100% about Alex. I'm not watching Alex when that's going off. Did Alex's cone clip his party?
No, I just know
Not
that
sure.
3 of us were together in position and we all died.
Yeah, we did.
Your team got coned? Okay.
Okay.
Alex, if you find it easier to go around the outside, you're more than welcome to go that way. The main thing is you just need to get away from your team so that the cone doesn't clip them.
Okay, when you say the cone, you're talking about the second part to that attack, correct?
The wide angle. It does the field AOE. That's the big triangle cone towards the field, and then it does 2 small ones right after on the tanks that are also tank busters. So if anybody else gets clipped by them, they're dead. Oh, if he was dead before it went off, then it would target a random person anyways. So that would Oh, and I fucking
here we
pulled.
go.
So let's go.
Okay.
Wasn't my fault this time.
It was not your fault.
I do that all the time. I always I'm walking up into position and I fucking do that. Raid wide. I think I did like 3 times on Friday. Beams and then buddies. Buddy up. Tank buster. Raid wide. Knock back in brambles. North south. Anti-east. Oh, someone's gonna take a tank buster.
Yeah, Alex was somehow dead before that, so we got tank buster.
Yep.
I am not sure if that was actually because of my shield that we survived. I mean, it's only
Yeah,
10%. I don't know.
It was the shield and the heals.
Tank busted.
I mean, I only did it because I saw it was only 2 of us. I mean, she was dead.
Yeah.
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 Just pushing that limit, Echo. I see.
What?
No, I just saw you carefully moving up.
I got a spot I like to stand in, okay? Okay. It's not my fault, it just happens to be at the edge.
Just because he wants to kill everyone doesn't mean anything. It just means that you're not gonna live.
Raid wide. Beams and then buddies. Buddy up. Tank buster. Raid wide. Knockback and brambles. East west.
There we go.
Wide angle, east side.
That's gonna be the.
Oh
Alright,
my
got
god, Alex.
Yeah, I don't know how he survived that.
Just barely, that's how. There we go. Raid wide. East side, east side. And then buddies. Buddy up. Nice job.
Hey, we did it.
Anti, east side.
I'm just gonna go
Alex,
get
up
into
here for the
tile
tank
position.
cluster. Yep. Poke it, poke it. Nice. Alright, I got it back.
We did it.
Alright, you can go back south, Alex. Perfect. Alright, raid wide.
Oh,
Oh, what happened now?
Alex.
Alright,
Might
get
not
to
be
your
good for
tiles.
Alex. If
Alex, when you respawn, just walk to your tile. Don't do anything else until you get there.
There we go.
Clouds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look away. Move and get in.
Sin got hit by someone else on the other side.
Oh,
Alex didn't move
Missed
fast
Mel.
enough,
And I got
or maybe I just
Okay,
went too
go
early. I
back.
don't know.
okay.
oh I see.
It's
what it is
east
there,
side.
okay.
The west side, the west
That's
side.
that's my tile.
East, go back. North, south, reset. Buddies.
Jenna!
Well, you had a buddy.
I'm gonna decline that.
Oh, Walking Dead. Oh,
Oh.
Steelers. That's on you.
Okay, so Alex, you don't need to Walking Dead that. So the reason why we swap is because how it works is the first half of it, it'll hit me with a vuln, and then you voke it, like, so you voke it, and then it does the beam and actual buster on you. After that, I voke it back, and we're good. So you don't need to invuln it. You just need to mitigate it.
And we go clockwise, yeah?
The only reason I invuln the
Yes.
first one and the fourth one is because I take both the debuff and the actual beam buster.
Food check, guys.
Well,
We're
gonna do one more pull, and then we're gonna take our break because it's halfway through the night. It's not an invuln. It's a mitigation, and a shield. If it breaks, it gives him mana back, I believe. So he wants it. He wants to use it essentially when he'll get hit with enough damage that the Blackest Night will break, but it's not gonna kill him.
Yeah, it's just a shield. It's not an invulnerability.
Stick to what you do best, I guess.
So, is that Take Buster physical or magic? It's magic, right?
I believe that one is a magic, yes.
So I think that Dark Mind, I believe it's called, could also help. You know.
Dark Visionary?
Well, that's yeah,
they
there's
both
that
they
too,
both
but
they
that's
both do they both do magic.
you know, both are available. Go ahead, but you get have those two plus Shadow Wall. Get a
Raid
bunch
wide?
of stuff.
Well, he should only have to pop one main mitigation, and then if he has something small else, he can pop that on as well. Buddies, and then beams. Fuck positions. Tank Buster. Raid wide. Knockback in brambles. North south.
I got tethered wrong.
That did not help Amy.
Wide angle east. Stay out.
Alright, got Echo.
Pull it back a little bit more, Alex. Alright, now move north. Raid wide. I'm gonna grab it back. East side, east side. And then buddies. Miz, you're gonna buddy with me. I'll move to
Copy.
you. Buddy up.
Buddy.
I think we took 2 stacks on one group.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
If you have dead
Anti
people-
north.
If you have dead people, you still get 8 hits.
That's it.
A nice little spicy hit there, Echo.
Yeah. That thing hits me a lot.
It likes you.
Alrighty.
Alright,
I don't
and
like being-
with that, we're gonna take a 5-10 minute break. And then we'll come back to it for the rest of the night. Make sure your gear is repaired before we come back in. And guys, good work tonight so far.
We're kicking some pretty good ass.
Woo.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Yay.
Your
Where the
condition's
hell
looking
am
pretty
I?
good. Boy, am I glad I bought that dark matter.